is it me or is food just getting out of hand expensive? I'm telling you, there's not a single item you can buy at the grocery store for less than $4.99 anymore. That's the bottom, $4.99. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can eat healthy and you can eat inexpensively, both. And here to tell us about how to do that is Wendy Battles, a clean eating coach. I love that title right there. Great to have you here. I know that you're a veteran of the show. First, talk about that first of all. A lot of people, if you go to the health food section of a store, it's like where the most expensive stuff is. So people think, well, if I want to eat healthy, it's going to cost me more. It doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have to be that way. And I think the thing is we're all so busy, but we can all make quick, healthy, and delicious meals that don't have to break the bank.
Chicken, of course, is involved in this.
Exactly, chicken is involved.
Which
So
I would have
just
thought.
lots of different things I brought. But first of all, you know, when we think about planning meals, it really helps if we start with stocking our pantry. So I brought along some things that I love. I have vegetable broth and chicken broth to make quick soups and stews that are really easy to put together in half an hour or less for your family.
And you got to get behind beans.
Right, beans are like the best, right? Canned beans, canned tomatoes, salmon, coconut milk that you can put into a real quick curry,
It's
a vegetable
really
curry.
good point, you know, about stocking your pantry, because I find that when I eat wrong, unclean, shall we say,
yes,
it's
we all
because
do.
I don't have the good stuff there, so I just sort of grab whatever nasty thing is around.
Exactly. So the idea is we want to keep some things on hand. I also like frozen vegetables in addition to fresh produce.
Frozen kale.
Frozen
I did
kale,
not even know
right?
that
How's that for fabulous?
existed.
Frozen some fire roasted corn that has a lot of flavor. So we can take these things, keep them on hand to help us make some quick and healthy, delicious meals.
And we're talking about a Tex-Mex casserole today.
A Tex-Mex casserole. And this is the great thing about this casserole that's so easy. You can take leftover rotisserie chicken. So you have a rotisserie chicken for dinner with your family.
And you can certainly buy those at the grocery store easily and inexpensively.
Inexpensively, right? And then you can repurpose it for another meal. And all I did is I took, you know, some of the chicken. I took some spinach and some kale that I chopped up really finely. And at the end, people can find this on my website. Don't worry, healthy.com.
Yeah, and we'll put up the
recipe
there at the end as well. So what's in
So then we
front
added
here?
some beans, some quinoa. So quinoa is a whole grain from South America that is gluten-free. It cooks in 15 minutes. It's high in protein. Really good for us. So we made this a little healthier. Instead of just taking maybe rice, making a rice casserole, we took quinoa. So I cooked that up, and then we added some cheese to it, added some salsa, added some spices, so you can spice it up, right? Which is another go-to item.
Beautiful.
Right, to make something really that simple.
You know what it looks like, Wendy? It's just the perfect thing for some sort of maybe like a football watching party.
You know
or
what? Absolutely. Football, soccer.
Although we're talking today,
you
know, about feeding your family is what we're talking about today, and doing it inexpensively. So let's say you prepared something here that was intended for 8 servings.
Right, exactly.
Tell us what this breaks down to cost-wise, because this is sweet.
This breaks down to about $16
total.
Total, right? For all the different ingredients, accounting for the portion of the chicken that we used. The leftovers, so about $2 per serving.
That is
fantastic. Right? And you know, when we don't have a plan, what happens? We tend to spend a lot of money. So this way, if we get the ingredients that we need, we have them on hand, we can put together something this simple.
One of the great things about Mexican food, or Tex-Mex in this case also, is if you don't slather on too much sour cream and fat refried beans, it's filling, it's tasty, and it's inexpensive. It's really everything that you're after.
Cheese, all those things.
Is preparation pretty easy?
The preparation's
that's where I get hung up. I see
so,
all this here, and then I go, okay, now what do I do?
You know what? You know what's great about this,
Where are the
Jim?
Oreos?
This is what's so easy. You can take anything you have on hand. I added in a bunch of different spices. But it's sort of like my anything goes Tex-Mex casserole, because you can make it really simply. Give it a try.
Is this my
that is
test,
yours.
my
Let's
test plate
give it a
right
try.
here? While I take a wonderful mouthful here, take a look at the recipe and the ingredients, folks.
This is great. And then I'll just point out, too, that these items here are items you can get from bulk bins at your favorite health food store. Makes it really simple, and you can save a lot of money on that, too.
I just can't.
So all kinds of things. Let's give it a taste.
I can't tell you how good this is.
Oh, awesome.
You know, you think to yourself, well, gosh, it's 7:50 in the morning. How good could Tex-Mex go down? Real good is the answer. Wendy Battles, thank you so much for coming in
pleasure.
and for leaving this here before you go.